Everyone, welcome back to now. I am online going to show you and explain neat concept physics. Concept is electrostatics. Introduction. You can check here the topics in electrostatic part 1. Frictional electricity. Frictional electricity means when you rub two different bodies over on another, charges get created. The opposite charges get created on certain bodies. For example, when silk and glass rod rubbed with silk, charges are created that you can see. Then second topic is properties of electric charges. Third one is Coulomb's law. Fourth one is Coulomb's law in vector form. Fifth one is units of charges. Sixth one is relative permittivity. Seventh one is linear charge density, surface charge density, value charge density. Next, you are going to see here one demonstration. In this demonstration, glass rod is here and silk cloth is kept over there and it is just rubbed by silk rod. You can see glass rod gets positive charge, silk will get negative charge. What actually is happening here is that electrons from the glass rod is transferred to silk. Once electron is lost by the glass, it will become positive charge. And when it is transferred to silk will become negative charge. This can be verified using gold electroscope. That is electrostatic testing device that we will see in later class. Now, the plastic or evanite rubbed with fur or wool, you can see here. So this is showing here a plastic one, glass rod, and then funnel. It is also called wool. When it is rubbed, what happens? You can see the animation. In this animation, you see here, it is negative charge is created on the ebonite or plastic, and flannel and or wool, you can see positive charge. Like this, the charges can be created. This method of creating, we call it as electrostatics. What is electrostatic charge creation? The name of the process is called frictional electricity. What is frictional electricity? Frictional electricity is the electricity produced by rubbing two suitable bodies. This will not happen in all, only certain suitable bodies like glass, silk, wool, plastic, ebonite, etc. Such a certain bodies only you can transfer. There is a charge neither created nor destroyed, only it is getting transferred from one body to another body. That much only actually the charges can transfer, and we are going to study about the properties. You can see here what I just now explained, electrons in glass loosely bound in it. Then the electrons in silk strongly bound. It cannot give out. So when glass and silk are rubbed together, the comparatively loosely bound electrons from the glass get transferred to silk. This is what I just now explained you. Charges neither created nor destroyed, only it is getting transferred from one body to another body. It's happening even in this second example. First and second, or the animated figures you have seen once again. You can check it here very clearly. Once take glass rod around 30 centimeters and take a small piece of silk, kept it over on the glass rod, then slowly rub over here. Then what will happen? The glass will get positive charge, silk will get negative charge. This is what actually I repeated. Next one also same thing. You can see here, but here opposite charges get created in a cloth like wool. When you rub with plastic like ebonite, what happens? Opposite charges can create. This charge creation, you can test it. Bring this glass rod to a small pieces of paper, it starts attract. Even ebonite rod after charging, if you bring close to the small pieces, it will get attracted. This attraction we call it as electrostatic force, which is developed between the pieces of paper and glass rod. Next concept, as a result, glass become positive and silk will become negative. Even in the same thing happen even in the second animation figure. As a result, ebonite becomes negative and fur is wool become positive. This is all I just explained, and here is a one types of material for glass, silk. These are the material on which you can produce the charges. Gloss, here this column help you to understand gloss flavonoid dry. Rubbed with silk gloss, you will get a negative charge. Wool or flannel with ebonite or amber or rubber plastic, so opposite charges can be created. Polythene and ebonite, you can see here, negative polythene and ebonite is positive. Dry air with comb. You might have observed in lower classes, uh, your science teacher shown the demonstration when a comb rubbed with the dry air, the comb get charged. That charge is negative charge, and dry air get positive charge. And that can be tested by taking small pieces of papers. That will be helpful for your understanding. Next one is properties of charges. There exist only two types of charges, namely like charges, unlike charges. One is positive charge, another one is negative charge. Like charges repel, unlike charges attract each other. Charge is a scalar quantity. Then charges is additive in nature. Then charge is quantized. This we will see in the later stream. I hope you understand the concept which I just now explained you. If you have any query, you can given a link over here. You can ask it, then you will find out the answer. Answer will be given over here on live. Live chat you can start. Hello sir, I am always watching your videos which help children. Thank you for your comment. Any more online, you can just look at here and see that. I'm just waiting for your comment. Anyone is, please join and give your comment. Hello, anyone is there? Hello, anyone is there to see? I'm online, live discussion. Online, live discussion. We get negative that you can see. Then second topic is properties of electric charges. Third one is Coulomb's law. Fourth one is Coulomb's law in vector form. Fifth one is of charges. Sixth one is relative permittivity. Seventh one is linear charge density, surface charge density, charge density. Next, we are going to see one demonstration. In this demonstration, we given all. Yeah, look at here. This once again, I am just going to show you. This once again, I am just going to show you my prepared PowerPoint presentations. Once again, I am just going to show you my prepared PowerPoint presentations. This is the chapter 1 in class 12 physics. This is the chapter 1 in class 12 physics. You can see the topics are here. Class 12 physics. You can see the top. Frictional electricity, properties of electric charges, Coulomb's law in vector form, unit of charges, units of charge, and relative permittivity, dielectric constant, continuous charge distribution, line charge density, surface charge density, volume charge density. Now you can see here the one animation figure in which you can see one glass rod is kept like this on over a iron stand, or you can hold it also, but better to put it over on the insulator so that the charges will not transfer. You can see this is a glass rod, clean glass rod and dry one, and silk cloth piece is kept. When you rub over here, what happens you can see. You can see here plus marks are there. So that means positive charges are developed. There are only two types of charges. One is positive, another is negative. In all atoms and material or in our body, the body is neutral charge. Though they have positive and negative charges, but we can create only like this. So what is happening over here is silk rod when it is rubbed immediately you can see some charges get developed. So they are not moving. So that is why it is electrostatics. Introduction is electrostatics. The silk cloth gets negative charge. What actually is happening here is very clear. Glass rod is having loosely bound electrons. When certain energy is given, it will transfer. So the silk rod, while rubbing, it gets electrons and it will get transferred to silk. This is what happening. The charges neither be created nor be destroyed, but it can be transferred from one body to another body. In the same way, one other experiment you can see over here, it is a plastic or ebonite rod, and over on ebonite rod, a small wool or flannel is kept. And when it is rubbed by the wool on the ebonite or plastic, you can see how the charges are got developed. Here, dash, dash, dash are called negative charges, and flannel as plus, plus, negative plus charges will be developed. Here also same thing, the charges neither be created nor be destroyed. This can just only transferred. Here what is happening in wool, the charges are loosely bound. As it is rubbed, what happens? The charges get transferred to ebonite. In opposite processes will take place in ebonite and flannel. So frictional electricity, what is this? This what is happening over here? That is called frictional electricity. So here it is in sentence. Electricity produced by rubbing two suitable bodies and transfer of electrons from one body to another body. That is called frictional electricity. You can over here you can see that as a result some positive charges and silk becomes negative charge, and in other case it will be opposite charges are written, which just now I explained you. So you can see here some series of material, glass, wool, ebonite, dry. This so in lower class you might have seen that when a comb is